Good afternoon, I'm Rhys Wicks with 2NURFM Hunter News. Comanchero's bikie boss Mark Buddle has been caught and arrested at Newcastle Airport, attempting to flee the country. He had been planning to fly to Noumea before police received a tip-off from customs officials who'd gone through his luggage. Constable Justin Harano from police headquarters says Buddle's facing multiple charges.
Police from Port Stephens Local Area Command attended and arrested a 30-year-old man who was on the flight. The man was taken to Raymond Terrace Police Station, where he was charged with deal with property suspected proceeds of crime and moved $10,000 or more out of Australia without a report. He was refused bail to appear at East Maitland Local Court today.
A Newcastle woman accused of murdering her 6-week-old daughter is facing court today. The baby girl was found dead at a home in Wallsend last Friday with knife wounds to her throat. The mental state of her 26-year-old mother is also under investigation, following claims she could be suffering from postnatal depression or psychosis. A translator has been appointed to assist the Senegalese woman during proceedings. Dozens of residents have staged a protest outside Port Stephens Council meeting last night due to a perceived lack of transparency in Council's handling of mining and property developments. Concerns have revolved around the approval of a subdivision at Boomerang Park at Raymond Terrace and a lease transfer for a sand mine at Williamtown. Port Stephens MP Kate Washington says locals have a number of issues with Council.
The broader issue that many people were there for last night was about the need for transparency and accountability with our council. There is a real concern now in our community that the council is not acting in the interests of the community.
Coal giant Yancoal is under increasing pressure to explore redeployment opportunities for up to 225 Hunter workers imminently expected to lose their jobs. It's after the company revealed plans to shed 55 jobs from its Ozstar mine in Cessnock and 170 from its Able facility at Maitland, prompting a series of concerns from the miners' union. CMFEU District President Peter Jordan says there's plenty of opportunities for transfer to Singleton, Mudgee or the Gloucester Basin.
If Yancoal was fair dinkum and genuine, why didn't they manage this downsizing at Able and Ozstar to coincide with the bringing online of the Moolarben mine in September, where there could have been employment opportunities provided to people who wanted to relocate to that area?
The public is set to have a large influence in the fate of Newcastle's CBD, with a 6-week public consultation program beginning next month. Urban Growth New South Wales and Newcastle Council have now agreed to the Community Focus project, which will feature a number of events including a Future Leaders Summit, briefings with interest groups and a social media campaign. Program Director Michael Castle says several areas have already been targeted.
Working through with the council planners, we've identified a couple of quick wins, I guess you could say, to give some opportunity for the community to really focus in detail on. That'll be around the Civic Precinct and the East End.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor Warners Bay Sports Club.
Newcastle Knights captain Kurt Gidley's begun rallying the troops behind interim coach Danny Badiris following the sudden dismissal of Rick Stone earlier this week. The skipper insists while he's relishing the chance to move forward and make the most of the final 6 weeks, it's been a saddening turn of events. He says emotions are still raw.
I was sad, I was disappointed, I was frustrated, but there was some guilt there as well. We're the playing group. I'm responsible for my own actions within the team, and the other guys are the same. Unfortunately, that's the nature of the beast being head coach.
Meanwhile, the Knights have settled on a 17-man side for Sunday's clash with the Dragons in Badiris' first game at the helm. Carlos Tubavave joins the halves for Jared Mullen, who's been ruled out for the season with an injured toe, while Sione Matautia replaces James McManus at centre. And National Premier League powerhouse Broadmeadow are getting ready to pull out all the stops tonight ahead of their FFA Cup clash with football superstars Heidelberg United. That's sport. I'm Belinda Delas Harris.
2NURFM news time is 12:10.